Welcome to my channel Pocket Change Coins, because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're diving into a very special coin in the United States coinage, the 2004 P. Lewis and Clark 5 cents coin. On the surface, it may look like an everyday nickel, but for collectors, it holds a unique appeal, historical significance, and even the potential for rarity and value. Make sure you listen closely, because by the end of this video, I'll reveal the real market price and auction value of this fascinating 2004 Lewis and Clark nickel. The Lewis and Clark nickel is part of the Westward Journey series, which was issued between 2004 and 2006 to celebrate the bicentennial of the famous expedition. The 2004 P coin specifically features the depiction of the keelboat used by Lewis and Clark during their historic journey to explore the American West. This coin doesn't just tell a story, it captures a pivotal moment in U.S. history, reflecting exploration, bravery, and the spirit of discovery. On the obverse of the coin, we find the familiar profile of President Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag, surrounded by the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year 2004. What makes this coin particularly exciting for collectors is the mint mark P, indicating it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and subtle design details that can vary slightly from coin to coin due to striking differences. Even small variations in the depth of lettering or the sharpness of the keelboat illustration can make certain coins more desirable than others. The reverse of the coin is where the real story comes alive. The keelboat is shown in meticulous detail, including the sails, oars, and the riverbank in the background. This reverse design was part of a larger effort to celebrate the exploration achievements of Lewis and Clark and to educate the public about American history through everyday coinage. Coins that maintain their original luster and sharp details are far more appealing to collectors, especially those that have not been circulated heavily. Rarity plays a key role in the value of the 2004 P. Lewis and Clark nickel. Millions were minted, but as with all circulating coins, the majority were used in everyday transactions, leading to wear and tear. Collectors searching for coins in pristine, uncirculated condition often have to sift through countless circulated examples to find one that retains its full original shine and crisp design. Coins in mint state, especially those graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC, can be significantly more valuable than their circulated counterparts. Era coins from this series can make a 2004 P. Lewis and Clark nickel even more exciting. One of the most notable errors collectors look for is the doubled die, where parts of the design, lettering, or numbers appear duplicated due to a minting anomaly. Off-center strikes and die cracks are other types of errors that are highly sought after because they create unique, one-of-a-kind pieces. Coins with these anomalies are often highlighted in auctions and can draw the attention of collectors worldwide, significantly increasing their value. Even subtle differences, such as doubled letters in Liberty, or minor deviations in the keelboat design, can make a huge difference in the coin's desirability. The historical context of this coin adds another layer of value. The Lewis and Clark expedition, commissioned by President Jefferson in 1804, is an iconic chapter in American history. Owning a coin that commemorates this expedition allows collectors to hold a tangible piece of history in their hands, a small but meaningful representation of the courage and determination of these explorers. For numismatists, coins like this are more than currency. They are miniature historical documents that tell a story spanning centuries. Professional grading and preservation are crucial for serious collectors. Coins that have been certified as MS, mint state, or higher are prized for their pristine condition and exceptional eye appeal. Even among uncirculated coins, subtle variations in luster, strike quality, and surface preservation can dramatically impact value. Collectors often pay attention to these details when building specialized collections, and coins with era features or exceptional strike quality often become centerpiece items in collections. In conclusion, the 2004 P. Lewis and Clark 5 cents coin is much more than a simple nickel. Its obverse featuring Thomas Jefferson, combined with the historically rich reverse depiction of the keelboat, makes it both an aesthetically pleasing and historically significant coin. The potential for errors, its limited high-grade condition, and the connection to an iconic moment in American history make it a captivating piece for collectors. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting, this coin represents a wonderful intersection of art, history, and collectability. As for real-world value, a circulated 2004 P. Lewis and Clark nickel typically ranges from 5 to 10 cents. Uncirculated coins in mint state condition can sell for $1 to $2. Coins with notable errors, such as doubled dies or off-center strikes, can fetch auction values of $10 to $20, making this coin a surprisingly valuable and highly collectible piece of American history. Second rare coin, we're going to explore a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance but has a lot of subtle charm and collector appeal. The 1973 5-cent coin from the United States, minted in Denver, the D mint mark. While it's easy to overlook in your pocket change, this nickel has unique aspects that make it interesting, potentially valuable, and highly collectible. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, I'll reveal the real market price and auction value of this 1973 nickel, and you might be surprised at what collectors are willing to pay for it. The 1973 nickel belongs to the Jefferson Nickel series, which has been in circulation since 1938. Its obverse features the familiar portrait of President Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag. Over the decades, subtle changes in design, strike quality, and minting processes have made certain years of Jefferson nickels more desirable to collectors. The 1973 D nickel, minted in Denver, showcases Jefferson's profile with the inscriptions, "Liberty in God We Trust," and of course the year 1973, along with the small but significant D mint mark. That small letter tells collectors exactly where the coin was struck, which can influence its value depending on rarity and mint production numbers. On the reverse, the coin depicts Jefferson's home, Monticello, a classic design element that has graced Jefferson nickels for decades. The sharpness of Monticello's architectural details, the depth of the lines, and the preservation of the surfaces all play a role in the coin's appeal to collectors. Coins with clear, crisp strikes and minimal wear are far more valuable than those that have been heavily circulated and lost their original detail. For collectors, these nuances are everything. They separate a common coin from a collector's gem. Rarity is a major factor in the value of this nickel. While millions of 1973 D nickels were produced, the majority circulated, which means uncirculated examples have become increasingly hard to find. Coins that have retained their original mint luster, untouched by circulation, are highly sought after. The condition of a coin, graded professionally as MS, mint state, or higher, significantly influences its market value. A mint state 1973 D nickel with perfect luster can attract attention from both casual collectors and serious numismatists looking to complete a set of Jefferson nickels in pristine condition. Errors and anomalies also make this coin particularly interesting. Collectors love to find coins with minting mistakes, as these are unique and often rare. For the 1973 D nickel, errors can include off-center strikes, doubled dies, or slight variations in the lettering or design details. A double die error might show repeated outlines in the Liberty inscription or in the year, creating a noticeable doubling effect that is highly prized in numismatic circles. Even small die cracks or planchet imperfections can increase the coin's collectability. Collectors often actively search for these subtle differences, because error coins are essentially one-of-a-kind variations that stand out from the millions of standard coins minted that year. Historical context also adds value to the 1973 D nickel. The early 1970s were a period of social and economic change in the United States, and Jefferson nickels from this era reflect a time when coin production was undergoing slight technological shifts at the Denver Mint. Coins from this period can serve as a snapshot of mid-20th century U.S. minting practices, which is another reason collectors find them appealing. Owning one is not just about having a coin. It's about connecting with history, craftsmanship, and the continuity of American numismatic tradition. Professional grading is critical for collectors who want to ensure their 1973 D nickel is preserved and recognized for its quality. Coins graded by PCGS, NGC, or annex in high mint state grades can command higher prices than ungraded or circulated coins. Grading ensures authenticity, provides a standardized evaluation of the coin's condition, and helps collectors make informed decisions when buying, selling, or trading. High-grade examples often become centerpiece coins in Jefferson nickel collections, particularly when paired with other key dates and mint marks from the series. So, what does all this mean for collectors and enthusiasts? The 1973 D nickel might not immediately stand out as rare, but when you consider uncirculated examples, error variations, and coins with exceptional strike quality, it suddenly becomes a coin worth paying attention to. For numismatists, it offers the thrill of discovery, the joy of completing sets, and the satisfaction of holding a tangible piece of U.S. minting history. Coins like this remind us that even the most common denominations can hold surprises and become cherished items in a well-rounded collection. As for real-world value, a circulated 1973 D Jefferson nickel typically sells for around 5 cents to 10 cents. Uncirculated examples in mint state condition can fetch around $2 to $3. Coins with notable errors or exceptional mint quality can reach higher auction values, with some selling for $10 or more, depending on rarity and demand. This makes the 1973 D nickel a fascinating and surprisingly collectible coin for both new and experienced collectors alike. Third expensive coin, we're taking a close look at a coin that has both historical significance and collector appeal: the 1964 D 5 cents coin from the United States, minted in Denver. While it might seem like a common nickel at first glance, this coin has unique characteristics and collectible value that make it highly interesting for both seasoned numismatists and casual collectors. By the end of this video, you'll have a full appreciation for this coin, and we'll reveal its real market price and auction value, so pay close attention, because it might surprise you. The 1964 D nickel belongs to the Jefferson Nickel series, a series that has been in circulation since 1938. Its obverse features the iconic portrait of President Thomas Jefferson, created by Felix Schlag. Jefferson's profile on this coin is sharp, detailed, and elegant, with the inscriptions, "Liberty in God We Trust," and the year 1964, along with the Denver D mint mark. That little D is more than just a letter. It signifies the coin was struck at the Denver Mint and distinguishes it from Philadelphia and San Francisco issues, which collectors pay close attention to when building complete Jefferson nickel sets. On the reverse side, the coin displays Jefferson's Monticello, an architectural design that has remained consistent for decades but allows collectors to compare details in striking, die work, and surface preservation. The depth of the lines, clarity of the design, and overall condition are critical for determining collector value. Coins that retain their original mint luster and sharp details are far more sought after than those that have seen heavy circulation, faded, or suffered wear over the decades. For a collector, spotting a 1964 D nickel in near-perfect condition is like finding a gem in everyday change. One reason this coin is particularly interesting is its historical context. The year 1964 was a transitional period in the United States, socially, economically, and numismatically. It was the final year before the Coinage Act of 1965, which removed silver from dimes and quarters. While nickels remained 75% copper and 25% nickel, coins from this era are notable because of the mintage numbers and the subtle differences in striking quality compared to later issues. The Denver Mint produced millions of these nickels, but surviving examples in uncirculated condition are much rarer, making them more appealing to collectors today. Rarity can also be enhanced by minting errors and anomalies, which add an extra layer of intrigue. Jefferson nickels from 1964 D are known for a few interesting error types. Some coins exhibit doubled dies, where lettering or numbers appear slightly doubled, giving a subtle yet collectible effect. Others may show minor off-center strikes, die cracks, or planchet imperfections. Collectors actively search for these variations because they are unique to a limited number of coins, making them stand out from the millions of standard 1964 D nickels produced. A coin with a clear error or distinctive anomaly can quickly become the centerpiece of a collection, and in some cases, significantly increase its market value. condition, and grading are crucial for the value of a 1964D nickel. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS, NGC, or ANAX, particularly in high mint state conditions, can command a premium. Even small differences in luster, surface preservation, and strike quality can dramatically affect a coin's desirability and auction potential. For collectors who want to complete a Jefferson nickel set, securing a 1964D in excellent condition is often a priority because it represents a pivotal year in the series. Coins with sharp, uncirculated details can stand out as highlights in a collection and offer a tangible connection to mid-20th century minting history. The 1964D nickel also offers educational value. For beginners and seasoned collectors alike, examining this coin provides insight into U.S. minting practices, metal composition, and die techniques of the era. It demonstrates how even a seemingly simple coin carries layers of historical, numismatic, and collectible significance. For coin lovers, there is something inherently satisfying about holding a 1964D nickel in hand, appreciating its fine details, and understanding its place within Jefferson nickel history. So, what does all this mean in terms of value? A circulated 1964D Jefferson nickel typically sells for around 10 cents to 50 cents, depending on wear and surface quality. Uncirculated examples in mint state grades can fetch anywhere from $3 to $5. Coins with notable mint errors, exceptional strike quality, or other rare anomalies can reach higher auction values, sometimes commanding prices around $10 or more depending on collector interest and scarcity. This makes the 1964D Jefferson nickel not only a piece of American history but also a surprisingly attractive option for collectors looking to acquire coins that combine affordability, historical significance, and the thrill of discovery. Whether you are a casual collector or a serious numismatist, the 1964D Jefferson nickel is a coin that deserves attention. Its combination of history, design, potential errors, and collectible appeal ensures it remains a fascinating part of any collection, and it serves as a reminder that even everyday coins can have extraordinary stories to tell. Especially, we're diving into a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance but holds a fascinating story for collectors: the 1987 D5 coin from the United States. Minted in Denver, this Jefferson nickel represents more than just pocket change. It's a glimpse into the artistry of U.S. coinage, a piece of numismatic history, and for collectors, a potential treasure. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this coin deserves a place in your collection, and we'll reveal its real market price and auction value. The 1987D nickel belongs to the long-standing Jefferson nickel series, which has been in circulation since 1938. Its obverse features the familiar portrait of President Thomas Jefferson, created by Felix Schlag. Jefferson's dignified profile, the word "Liberty," the national motto, "In God We Trust," and the date, 1987, with the Denver Mint mark make this coin instantly recognizable. The small D at the bottom of the coin isn't just a letter, it signals the Denver Mint, which plays a key role in how collectors identify and value coins. Even within the same year, nickels from Denver, Philadelphia, and San Francisco can vary slightly in strike quality and rarity, making mint marks a critical factor for collectors. On the reverse side, you'll see Jefferson's Monticello, a classic design that has been the hallmark of this coin series for decades. For collectors, subtle differences in the Monticello design, clarity of details, and overall coin condition are essential for determining value. Coins that retain their original mint luster, with sharp lines and unblemished surfaces, are far more desirable than those worn from circulation. A pristine 1987D nickel can stand out in a collection, showcasing the elegance of modern coinage while preserving mid-1980s minting quality. Although the 1987D nickel was minted in large numbers, making it relatively common, there are factors that can elevate a coin's desirability. One of the most intriguing aspects for collectors is the presence of minting errors. Some 1987D nickels exhibit doubled dies, where the date or lettering appears slightly doubled. Others may have minor off-center strikes or die cracks, which add uniqueness and rarity to an otherwise standard issue. Even small variations can spark intense interest among collectors, especially those who specialize in error coins. These imperfections, while considered flaws in mass production, are prized by enthusiasts because they make each coin truly one of a kind. Condition, as always, is paramount. Coins are evaluated using a grading system that ranges from circulated grades like good, G, and fine, F, to uncirculated or mint state, MS, grades. A 1987D nickel in circulated condition may show wear on Jefferson's cheek, hair, and Monticello details, while an uncirculated coin maintains sharp lines and brilliant surfaces. Collectors often seek coins graded by professional services such as PCGS, NGC, or ANAX. High-grade examples, particularly MS65 or better, are rare for everyday nickels and can command a premium. Even slight variations in luster, strike, and surface quality make a big difference in value. Another reason collectors love the 1987D nickel is its role in the broader story of U.S. coinage. This coin comes from a period when Jefferson nickels were primarily circulated, yet they were still crafted with attention to detail. Unlike modern coins that may be produced in massive quantities for collectors' sets, the 1987D nickel bridges everyday circulation and collectible interest. Its production reflects mid to late 20th century minting practices, and its presence in a collection tells a story of American history, artistry, and monetary evolution. For numismatists, tracking variations and identifying coins in top condition is an educational experience. Even a coin that seems common can teach you about minting techniques, alloy composition, and how environmental factors affect coin preservation. Collecting the 1987D nickel allows enthusiasts to sharpen their eye for detail and develop an appreciation for the craftsmanship that goes into even a simple 5-cent piece. Now, let's talk about value. Circulated 1987D nickels are commonly found in everyday change and usually sell for about 5 to 10 cents depending on condition. However, uncirculated examples in mint state grades, with original luster and sharp details, are more sought after and can fetch between $2 to $4. If you happen to come across a 1987D nickel with a minting error, such as a double die or die crack, the value can increase further, sometimes reaching $5 or slightly more at auction. These factors make the 1987D nickel not only a piece of history but also an attractive option for collectors seeking coins that combine affordability, uniqueness, and the excitement of discovery. In conclusion, the 1987D Jefferson nickel is a coin that rewards the attentive collector. It offers a tangible connection to U.S. minting history, a chance to hunt for rare errors, and an opportunity to own a piece of numismatic artistry that has been part of everyday life for decades. Whether you're building a complete Jefferson nickel set, searching for unusual mint errors, or simply appreciating fine coins, this 1987D nickel is a fascinating addition to any collection. Its combination of history, potential rarity, and collectible appeal ensures that it remains more than just pocket change. It's a coin with a story to tell. The real market price for a circulated 1987D Jefferson nickel is about 5 cents to 10 cents, while uncirculated mint state examples typically sell for $2 to $4. Coins with notable mint errors can reach $5 or more at auction. Last unique coin, we're diving deep into a coin that may look ordinary at first glance but hides a world of history, artistry, and collectible intrigue. The 1997 5 cents coin from the United States. Minted in Philadelphia, this Jefferson nickel is far more than just a piece of change. It's a fascinating example of modern coinage with subtle details, rare errors, and collectible appeal that can excite even the most seasoned numismatist. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand why this coin is special, but you'll also discover its real market price and auction value, which might just surprise you. The 1997 nickel belongs to the long-standing Jefferson nickel series, first introduced in 1938. Its obverse features the familiar profile of President Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, sculpted by Felix Schlag. Jefferson's dignified visage is accompanied by the word Liberty, the national motto, In God We Trust, and the mint year, 1997, with the P mint mark signaling Philadelphia. This small p may seem insignificant, but for collectors, it is a key indicator of origin, production numbers, and subtle differences that can affect a coin's value. Even in the same year, nickels from different mints, Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, can vary in strike quality, finish, and collector desirability. The reverse side of the 1997 P nickel showcases Jefferson's iconic Monticello, the stately Virginia home that has graced the nickel for decades. While it may look familiar, collectors know that the sharpness of Monticello's lines, the clarity of details, and the overall surface condition make a huge difference. Coins that retain their original mint luster and exhibit crisp, unblemished designs are particularly prized. Even minor scratches, dulling, or contact marks can lower a coin's appeal, which is why careful handling and proper storage are so important for collectors seeking the most valuable examples. Although the 1997 P Jefferson nickel was produced in large numbers, making it generally common in circulation, certain factors can make individual coins stand out. One of the most fascinating aspects for collectors is the presence of minting errors. Some 1997 P nickels exhibit doubled dies, where lettering or the date appears slightly doubled. Others may feature die cracks, off-center strikes, or subtle planchet flaws. These errors transform an otherwise ordinary coin into a rare and collectible piece. Collectors often chase these anomalies because they are naturally occurring, one-of-a-kind variations that tell a unique story about the minting process. A single die crack or doubled die can make a 1997 P nickel instantly more valuable than its standard counterparts. Condition, as always, is paramount. Coins are graded on a scale ranging from circulated grades like good, G, and fine, F, to uncirculated or mint state, MS, grades. A 1997 P nickel in circulated condition may show light wear on Jefferson's face, hair, or Monticello details, while an uncirculated coin retains sharp details, full mint luster, and pristine surfaces. Professional grading services such as PCGS, NGC, and Annex help collectors authenticate and grade coins, ensuring that high-grade examples command a premium. For a 1997 P nickel, even a small difference in strike quality or surface preservation can translate into significantly higher market value. Collectors are drawn to this coin not only for its design and potential errors but also for its connection to U.S. minting history. The 1997 P nickel reflects mid to late 20th century production practices, bridging the gap between coins made primarily for circulation and those intended for collectors. It provides an excellent opportunity for new collectors to learn about Jefferson nickels, the importance of mint marks, and the subtle nuances that can turn an ordinary coin into a sought-after collectible. Furthermore, the 1997 P nickel's appeal extends beyond its physical appearance. It represents a piece of American history and the artistry of minting. The Jefferson Nickel series has been cherished for over 80 years, and every coin carries a story of the mint, the era in which it was produced, and the collectors who treasure it. Even coins that seem ordinary at first glance can teach us about metal composition, minting processes, and how minor errors or variations create uniqueness in an otherwise mass-produced series. Collecting these coins sharpens your eye for detail, encourages historical curiosity, and rewards patience and knowledge. Now, let's talk about the coin's value. For circulated 1997 P nickels, you typically find them trading at face value, around 5 cents, since they were produced in large quantities. However, uncirculated examples, particularly those in mint state grades, are much more desirable. Depending on condition, they can sell for around $1 to $3. If you happen to find a 1997 P nickel with a minting error, like a double die, off-center strike, or die crack, the auction value can rise, sometimes fetching $5 or slightly more. These variations make collecting the 1997 P Jefferson nickel both exciting and potentially profitable for careful collectors. In conclusion, the 1997 P Jefferson nickel is more than just a 5-cent coin. It is a gateway to the fascinating world of numismatics, a testament to U.S. minting history, and a collectible piece that can appreciate in value when preserved and studied carefully. Whether you are a beginner collector seeking to build your Jefferson nickel set, or an advanced numismatist hunting for subtle errors and uncirculated gems, this coin has something to offer. Its blend of history, artistry, potential rarity, and collectible charm ensures that it is far more than pocket change. It is a small treasure waiting to be discovered. The real market price for a circulated 1997 P. Jefferson nickel is around 5 cents, while uncirculated mint state examples typically sell for $1 to $3. Coins with notable mint errors can reach $5 or more at auction.